Hello everyone, welcome back again to our No Man's Sky Permadeath Survival Challenge, episode 13. We have a number of things to get into today. I've been doing some trading off camera. We've now got a good enough number of units here that we can start moving forward with our, or at least moving toward our final step in the trading that I've been talking about doing. I'm here on the Space Anomaly. I'm going to show you what our goal that we've been working up toward is. This here is a console where we can unlock different things. These are things we can craft to make starship upgrades and things like that. And this here, these are all trade goods. These are all things that we can craft to sell. We need a variety of different things to make them. And these two devices down here, the Fusion Igniter and the Stasis device, are very profitable. Or at least they sell for a very high price. And if we have all of this stuff sourced, because it takes all of the stuff on this page to make them, then we can make money that makes this amount that we just got from trading in a few hours of work. Well, it makes it seem like too much work. When we're done setting up the bases and things that we will need to create all of this stuff, we'll be able to very quickly, something like once a day, probably be able to make a number of units in far less time than we did trading. And that will be our long-term financial support that we need for everything else that we want to do. But those recipes I just showed you, they all take nanites to unlock. And as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of them. That's enough to unlock a few recipes, but not all of them. So we're going to need to use this money that we have here to get more nanites. And one of the most efficient ways to do that is by going to a space station and buying starships and salvaging them. And if we have time today, I'm going to show you how that's done. If not, well, we'll do it in the next video. For right now, I feel like we've been putting off for far too long getting into the image that I had for this character. This only one life to live, you know, tough survival character. I thought a look of kind of an elite soldier would be appropriate. So we're going to go here into the appearance modifier and get our look updated. It's probably way overdue, honestly. So we're going to use the large frame body shape, and we're going to probably use this helmet here, at least for now. And we're going to use the armored. You see there's different looks. They've got a spacesuit look and an embroidered suit look, whatever. They come in sets. And we're going to grab the armored set. I'm just going to go straight down the line, grab the armored pieces for everything down to our boots. And we're going to replace our backpack with a cape. And now we're going to give it a color that looks more threatening than blue and gold. Or at least more like a soldier. I'm kind of going with some inspiration from kind of the Coruscant Guard, which are the red-robed and armored soldiers that you see in the Death Star in the episode 6. And they're mostly red. We're going to go with red and black. So let's see. We're going to start with the helmet here. We're going to go red and black. And torso, we're going to do the same. Call out these suit accents so we can change their color. And do the same thing on the armor. We want accents again. Red and black. All red would be a little too much of one color, so we're going to go with black. Some of that black isn't even removable. So let's see here. Red, red, and let me see here. That's the leather back there. We're going to make that black. Legs, accented buckles. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make those red, I think. Or maybe black. Yeah, black looks better. Okay. And make that red too. Let's see here. We want to get some more accents on these boots. You'll notice that opens up that dye channel there. We're going to go with, I think, black on that and red. Let's go black there. That changes the toe color. There's so much red. Making the rest of that black. Give us a little bit more variety. And this one, I think we're going to go mostly black, but we'll put that part there red. That should match up pretty well. Let's go back to that helmet one more time. I don't like that the black on the helmet is kind of a dark gray and the rest of the black is black. Let's see what that looks like if we make it red and then make the visor black instead. I think that matches a little better, even though the red really isn't quite the same color as the rest of the armor. I think that's probably going to be better overall. Pretty soon we're going to unlock another helmet. You can see that some of the helmets aren't available for us to pick. And this one over here, the Shroud of Freedom, might look better than this, but we don't have it yet. There's something that's going to happen later that will allow us to unlock that. So I think for now this will work. I might tinker around with it a little bit more later, but I don't want to spend too much time on this video doing that. So now we've kind of got, you know, some kind of bounty hunter, soldier kind of look going on. I like that. Feels like a little bit more powerful, gritty, appropriate to the life or death thing that we're going with in this series. Let's see here. So we've taken a look at the recipes that we want to unlock. We're going to need nanites for that. We've changed our appearance to be a little bit more appropriate. I think, let's see. We've got a lot of time left, so I think before we head up to the space station and start salvaging some ships, show you how that works to get nanites, let's head back to our base and check on our base computer and see what it has for us. It's probably decrypted a little bit more data. There'll be some lore there. It'll be good to share. So we're just going to run over to this portal here. It'll take us straight to our base. And then we can port up from there to the space station. Or, actually, there's one other thing I'd like to show you. But I won't spoil the surprise. We'll get there when we get there. There are so many things we can get into in this series, and I plan to get into all of them. It's just a question of which things first. But focus on the economic stuff so that we can get all the money we need to buy anything we're going to need. You know, no more chopping down trees to get carbon or whatever. We're gonna buy what we need to build stuff. All right. Let's see. Automated archive recovery and progress. Data recovered, 15% new data available. Yes. Tell us about it. Entry 4925 question mark. So we've stopped using letters now, it looks like. My exosuit has directed me to a crashed starship. Controls react to my touch. I can only assume it belongs to me. No memory of it. No sense of it before. Well, that sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Is this our own log from earlier? No, I don't think it would be decrypting it if that were the case. So that suggests some kind of cycle, some kind of pattern. Additional data available. Construction logs recovered. Blueprints. Reassembled and prepared for download. Yes, please. Give us more blueprints. We have save point plans. Oh, that sounds useful. Yes, and there's going to be more stuff later. Okay. Well, it wants me to make a save point. Let's see how tough that is. We need metal plating and a dihydrogen jelly. What do we have? Oh, we're out of power. That's what we have. No power. Okay, I guess we're gonna chop down a tree after all. And that sentinel isn't gonna like us doing that. Let's move a little bit. Just toss a little carbon in that biofuel reactor. That'll get us going again. One of the things we need to do is unlock some plans for a better power plant. But we don't have that today. Alright, that'll give us plenty of time. And it'll also let us get into our storage. We need a plate. And we need some dihydrogen. Doesn't look like we have any dihydrogen on us at all. That's strange. I guess we must have sold the last couple of little pieces of dihydrogen we had. We've got sodium here. I don't know if we really need to pick that up. But we do need to pick up this dihydrogen. We need a dihydrogen jelly. That costs us 40 dihydrogen, so we'll just keep going until that counter in the upper right says 40. It's not going to be enough in this one patch, it looks like. There's some more over there. That's a big one. But we have our advanced mining laser now, and we can mine those. That's great. Alright, we have enough for our dihydrogen jelly now. And now we can make our save point, which should make the tutorial happy. And we can just interact with that and it'll save our progress without having to get in and out of our ship. Let's see what else we have here. Let's grab just a little bit more, I guess. 3 more, and then we can make 1 more launch fuel. And we'll just toss that last one. We'll go plunk our save point down in the base and get on with our business. Put that launch fuel in our starship. And I don't know if we need the sodium that I picked up. Let's just chuck that in the refiner. We'll refine that later. And then this stuff we can put in the storage. Except for the save point. I'm putting that down. Let's put it somewhere out of the way, but not too out of the way. Probably shouldn't get in our way there, I think. Alright. So, there's starship salvaging to do, but there's one thing I'd like to do before that. Let's see how we're doing for time. We've got plenty. Put that fuel that we just made back in the tank. Right into the tank. Wow, look how cool that planet looks from here. The way the light hit those clouds, it made it look like it was a volcanic world. Alright, there's a thing I'd like to show you. I've already mapped it out. This here, you'll see the chip looking thing. Normally there's stars next to it. There's kind of a fuzzy looking skull there. Well, that is the indication of a pirate system. So we're going to go over there and have some fun. Now, something that happens sometimes when you warp, I'm not going to get into the details of when it happens right now, but something that happens when you warp is sometimes you warp in on pirates attacking a freighter fleet. So we're going to help them out with that. This is going to be fun. we are going to find us some pirates. Who likes pirates? Nobody likes pirates. Pirates don't like pirates, you're going to find. Try not to hit any sensitive parts of these freighters while we're saving them from pirates. They might not appreciate that. They really don't like it if you shoot their cargo pods. You can see that's what that pirate right there is shooting right now. So we're going to be real careful so we don't accidentally hit them. Alright. Who's next? There you are. Where'd he go? There he is. Get our aim so we don't hit a cargo pod and missiles. There's another one. They sure make this difficult. Alright, where's the next one? Straight on the other side. See that ship there with the cool golden sail looking things? That's a solar ship. Maybe we'll see a few more of those. We'll talk about those later. Whoa, there it is. Couldn't see him, he didn't have his shields up. Carefully take care of him. Alright, next. That's it. That's it. Well, let's see what they have to say to us. Stuff that I can't understand. We need to hunt down some more knowledge stones. The life form who must be the captain of the freighter looks greatly relieved. They gesture as if to welcome me aboard their vessel. Okay, that I do understand. Let's just head in there. Check out this ship. Pretty big and cool. Maybe we'll get another good look at it later. Alright. So we've landed inside this capital ship. The Miwokchik, I think it said the name was. Let's head up and talk to the captain. This here, the teleporter, will take us straight to the bridge. And that's the captain. Korvax. I assume he's calling us a traveler, maybe. Lights flicker rapidly across the lifeform's visor. Their head nods imperceptibly forwards. They seem to be showing me gratitude. They gesture toward the control panel of their freighter as if to suggest I take command. Well. What are we getting ourselves into here? Now we can get a better look at that ship. This has a vaguely Star Destroyer looking appearance. Not a whole lot in this game is directly inspired by Star Wars, but this one kind of looks a little like it. So they got a lot of trade goods, or I should say valuable materials. This ship's only Class C though, and while it is pretty valuable, 72 million units, if we were to get one of a higher class, it'd be worth even more. Not that we're taking it because of the value, but if we were to take this one, we just have to buy a better one later. So I think we're going to pass on this one. I'm going to look around a little bit more, and hopefully we can find one with a higher class. Because, I guess, I didn't point it out. I'll take one more look at it. You can see here, there are different stats, just like there are with starships. And the hyperdrive range and the fleet coordination stats are going to be pretty important to us later. The storage space we can upgrade ourselves if it's not big enough. But this hyperdrive range, we want that to be as high as it can be. That's basically going to be our most important stat on our freighter, followed by fleet coordination. We want a hyperdrive range of somewhere close to 180. So we can do a lot better than that. And that's why I'm going to decline the freighter purchase and instead ask him for a different form of reward. And he's going to give us cargo bulkheads, some nanites, and some of those goods that we found in the hold earlier when we were inspecting that ship. So we're going to take our paycheck and head out. Every, I believe it's 3 hours of gameplay, you can run into one of those freighter battles if you've been warping around. So I'll spend some time off camera and try to find one that's a little bit closer to what we need. Can't promise that for the next episode, but eventually we will do that. Now, this is a pirate system. Pirate systems have outlaw stations instead of regular space stations. They look like space stations, but once we get inside, you'll see that it is very different. And we'll spend a little bit more time in pirate systems and get a little bit more of the lore on this later. But one of the things that's nice about pirate systems, and I'm not seeing right now any of them around, but during that pirate battle we saw a ship with those kind of exotic looking sail things attached to it. And outlaw systems have a lot more of those than any other. They also have some of the things that you would normally expect to see on a space station, but they obviously look different. This is one of those solar ships. If we watch that fly out, we might see its sails pop out. No, too smoky. Alright, well, we'll see more of that later. So, they have weapon cases, just like most space stations. They've got another one of those suspicious guys that's selling information for a very expensive amount of money. They have appearance modifiers like most. A place where we can upgrade our exosuit storage. We're definitely going to do that. This time let's grab a cargo space since we have so much money. Spending $500,000 for a cargo space doesn't feel like so much anymore. Also got contraband merchants. They don't have regular commerce terminals. They instead have people that are dealing in illegal goods that can't be sold normally through the Galactic Trade Network. We buy these and we can go sell them elsewhere, and there'll be a good markup for them. But not as good a markup as the trade goods that we were doing before, so we're not going to mess with that. There's very small quantities, otherwise it would probably be worth it. Alright, and there's lots of stuff that they sell here, some that you can't get elsewhere, like this suspicious packet of goods, and technology, and weaponry. And these are going to allow us to get access to some more of those upgrade components like we found on that planet, on our planet I should say. So we're going to be able to spend money on those instead of nanites like you have to spend at the tech merchants on space stations. So that makes that a really great way when you've got plenty of money like we have to get upgrades. Now those upgrades, as you can see, aren't as good. You know, this one has a hyperdrive range and warp cell efficiency bonus. This one only has the warp cell efficiency bonus. But sometimes you'll roll really well and you'll get really good bonuses on these. So that's definitely an off-camera activity, but I might show what that looks like a little bit later. This video is already starting to get a little long. So we have here a bounty agent. We might get into those later. And we also have a tech merchant who deals specifically in those upgrades I was just talking about. And you can buy them for nanites here, but it's definitely a lot better to buy those boxes that have randomized upgrades. You know, just buy a bunch of them until you find the ones that you want. So that little Easter egg hunt will be a topic for another day, as will the salvaging of starships for nanites. We'll cover that maybe next time. thank you all for coming today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again real soon. Until then, have a great one. Bye now.